Hi, friend.
Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. Back on the road again.
Oh, that's what it is. We're on the road again.
Yep. Going to another Gammage show. Super excited for this one. We're going to see Six the musical.
Never seen it, never heard of it.
So do you know what it's about? Well, I mean, you
I know
know
the
now.
premise.
Yes. So for anyone who does not know, it's about King Henry VIII.
Yes. His 6
He
wives.
yes, he had 6 wives. I know.
Good on you.
Crazy. But they kind of made it into this like modern pop vibe. That's like modern poppy kind of music. Like it's not songs that like we know. It's not like Moulin Rouge where like they took the music like that we know
Gotcha.
and put it in. It's
Man,
like
that was a good show.
it's like original songs, but like they're telling their story in like they kind of look like a girl group up on stage.
Okay.
That's kind of like the vibe. So that's why I said I'm like, this one's a really good one. Like I'm super excited about this one.
Who sings that song Work From Home?
Fifth Harmony.
Yeah. So like Fifth Harmony?
It's giving those vibes, yes, for sure. It's like girl gang group, but they're all his wives. It's so bright.
Welcome to Arizona in the summer, everybody.
It's not even the summer yet. We're in springtime.
It is well, it's 95 degrees outside.
I know. Guys, it's March. What are we doing?
It doesn't feel like
AZ, what are we doing?
global warming is real, folks.
I say that's my niece and nephew. What are you doing?
That global, I was like, the global warming
No,
is real?
no. Yes, I talked to them about global warming. They're 2 and 4. They're very insightful.
I mean, the earlier they get it, the better. I hate the 17.
Yeah, guys, whoever says that they like driving on the 17, they're liars.
Never freaking driven it.
Liars.
And I would like to say like, oh, the 17, super late at night or super early in the morning is better. No, because that's when more wrong way drivers are rampant on 17.
There's really no good time to drive on the 17th.
There was that stretch though, just back there for like the last like mile and a half where there was no traffic. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Well, and that's only because we're not like now we're approaching like 4 different freeways.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know. And the problem is too that I have with Arizona drivers. Sorry if you're one of these drivers, but you know what? I'm judging you. What I'm about to say. Get to your lane before, like way beforehand. Like stop moving over at the last freaking second. And I know like we're all guilty of it.
Now
at
we're all known for that.
No. I'm saying at some point, yes, it happens. But I'm saying like some people just do it all the time. And I'm like, just like if you know that you have to make a right coming up, move to the right. If you have to make a left, move to the left.
That's fair.
If you're driving for a while, get in the middle. It's not that
Don't
hard.
make a left-hand turn from the right lane across 3 lanes of traffic. That sounds terrible. This is my exit. What?
Oh, speaking of the 3 lanes of traffic, did you hear about that Waymo that tried
You
to go?
told me about the Waymo.
Oh, that's right, I did. They mentioned it. But for any of our listeners, if you don't know, be wary of the Waymos because they're making.
Was that even here or was that Texas? Was it here?
I don't know. It was either Texas or here. Whatever. They're making questionable decisions, these cars. Okay. But it decided to make a left turn, like coming out of a side street nonetheless. So it wasn't like, you know, they were trying to cross like a main street with 4 lanes of traffic to go left. And they were going as slow as possible. And these people in the car filmed the whole thing and they were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And they were lucky that all the cars stopped that were coming. But that could have been really bad. Really bad. Oh, something that did happen in Arizona though, on the 17th. So when you get south of the 10th, like if you keep wrapping around on the 17th, a freaking semi truck got hit by a pickup truck and it was dangling off the bridge. Yep. It was hanging off. The other truck rolled down. I don't know what happened to it. I just saw like brief footage of it, but I was like, what is going on with people? I think I've touched my eyes like the entire time.
Footage. Don't want to see. I don't want to open Instagram. I think I talked about this on the podcast. I want to open Instagram and see a cute reel of a coffee shop and then a semi truck dangling from an overpass.
Yeah, what's going on in the algorithm? Because it's like all over the place.
I'm over it.
You'll get, like you said, you'll get something like cute or funny or like nostalgic, and then you'll get something like someone was mangled, and I'm like, I don't want to see this.
Right, I don't want to see that. You need to be over 18 to view this content, and then it's this really weird like.
Oh, there's a fire. There's a fire.
That was my most recent one as I was like scrolling to reels.
We're getting like we're glowing.
Golden, like K-pop demon hunters.
I love it. Seriously, that is some big smoke.
It's definitely a fire.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wonder if my nephew's fighting it. Shout out to the Phoenix Fire Department.
More traffic. Just more traffic. 17 and then the 10. Two least
I
favorite.
really don't mind the 10.
No, the 10 sucks.
I hate the 10 tunnel. Everything leading up to the tunnel, fine. Everything after the tunnel, fine. Getting to the tunnel, but he forgets how to drive.
The only freeway I like is the 51. It's so peaceful.
Well, the 101's not bad.
101's not bad. Yeah. It's just one big loop. But I only go on there if like I really need to go somewhere specific. Like it's not really in my main course of traffic anymore.
It's my main course of traffic for driving.
That makes sense though from like where you are.
Yeah.
And given like where you need to go, doesn't really make sense for me. But I do have to get on it occasionally.
I've driven the whole loop one time. A girlfriend of mine called me and she was like, "Just need somebody to talk to." I was like, "I will be there." So I picked her up and she just I think we were on the 51 because that's where they used to live.
Huh.
And then I drove south. I had to have driven north, so I must have driven north up the 51 to the 101, and then we took the loop all the way around back to the 51, and then I took it home.
That's also another reason though why like I don't understand the way people drive in Arizona. Like we live in a grid, people.
Yeah.
Like if you miss your exit or you miss
Go to
wherever
the
you need to
next
go,
one.
you can catch it anywhere, any exit you get off it.
Unless you're on
Seriously.
Grand.
Yeah, that's a little more tricky. But I'm just saying, majority of the state and the main freeways.
I'm beginning to understand its purpose. Not a lot, but I'm starting to understand. Not much has happened since Sunday. It's been 2 days.
Yeah, has it been 2 days? It feels like it's like been longer, but like not.
Yes.
But how is that? Like that's only 2
You too.
Also, I'm not crying for anyone who's like, why does she keep touching her eyes? But like when the cold air hits my eyeballs, sometimes it like no, I like it. It's like nice and cold, but like
the sun's in my eyes. Put the sun straight down. I don't like the air in my eyes.
No, I do. I like the air. I'm just saying when it hits my eyeballs, it makes my eyes water.
Do you like the air?
I do because I like to be cold. I don't like to be hot. Even like my mom like saw my outfit. I came downstairs and she's like, "Aren't you going to be cold?" I'm like, no. And then as she
I don't think in the entire time I've known you have I gone anywhere with you and you've been like, "Oh, it's cold in here."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Those words have never left your mouth.
No.
So for your mom to be like, "You're gonna be cold," do you not know me at all?
Granted, she also asked me this while she's sitting on the couch like this.
Well, she's not feeling it.
Yeah, but she was like sitting there like this. I'm like, "Are you cold?" And she goes, "Yeah, yeah." No, you're right. I don't think I've ever gone anywhere and I'm like, "Oh, I'm cold." I think I've said that like 2 times in my lifetime. One was when I went to Lambeau Field to see the Green Bay Packers because it's freaking cold.
That's cold.
But even then, I was like so hyped from the game and the energy that like I didn't think about it until after the fact, and I was like freezing. Like I could not feel my feet. It was insane, but it was like the best thing ever. And then the other time would be when me and my sister went to go see the ball drop in Times Square for New Year's Eve, and so what they don't tell you about the ball drop or what they like, it looks very glamorous on TV. It is not, people. Okay.
No, you're in it.
So you have to they start closing down the streets at like 3 p.m. And they tell you this. Like you have to sign up to like go because they give you like all these guidelines so that you're aware of like what to expect, the rules, all the things. So it said that they were Oh, gotcha. So yeah, so they start closing the streets down by 3 p.m. So what we did was we went to go eat at a Bubba Gump, which is right there at Times Square. And then we were like, oh, great. Like we're right here. When we walk outside, we're going to be right here where the ball drops. Well, we come to find out that in the first few blocks, like streets right there, you actually can buy tickets to be in that area. We did not do that. Okay, so we start getting pushed back. We have to start walking with the crowd. So we ended up about, I'd say maybe 15, 16 blocks away from the ball, but you could still see it. It was just like, off in the distance. And then you hear all the music, but again, it's like a low echo, but like you're just sitting out there at 3 p.m., just sitting on concrete, hanging out. And like you could bring like folding things to like sit on, but like we were traveling in from Jersey, we were on the train. We didn't want to bring a bunch of stuff with us. So when we got our area, we found like a spot up against the gate so that we could at least like take turns. Like I was leaning on the gate and then she was sitting and then back and forth. But I mean, it was cold. So, and we were out there since 3 p.m. By the time the ball drops, we get back to the train. I think it was like maybe 1:30 a.m. that we got back on the train? I'll say, because everybody always asks me, how was it? And I always say it was the best yet worst experience of my life. Because, I mean, how many times can you say I was in Times Square to see the ball drop? Right? But then at the same time, it was just the conditions were horrible because they also don't let you out to you. Like, you can't use the restroom. So, like, even if you're right there by an establishment, they don't, if you leave the gated area, you're not allowed back in.
No.
Yeah.
People gotta pee.
Nope.
What do you do?
A lot of people now wear diapers. Especially because some people get there even earlier in the day.
That is ridiculous that an event requires people to wear diapers in order to attend it.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, now again, that was a long time ago. So maybe things have changed now. I don't know. But we went, what was that? Oh God, when did we go there? 2014, maybe? I gotta scroll back and find it. But anyway, it was at least 10 years ago. At least, I would say. Maybe a little. So
Nothing
again,
about that sounds really.
it was not fun. It was okay. I will say my sister and I had a lot of fun because we make fun of, like, we just
You
make
make
the fun
fun
of.
out of nothing.
Yes, like that's just what we do. We've done that our entire lives growing up. But yeah, and we did a lot of people watching. There was also some really hot cops, so that was really nice because I was like, ooh, eye candy. Did get really annoyed though at this one part, and I almost wanted to punch this lady in the face. That tracks for me.
I'm Rachel Green. I'm Rachel Green.
So here's the thing. So they don't let you out of the gate, right? However, when it gets close to when the ball is dropping, there's sometimes small, like there was a small theater where we were located. So they don't let some people, if you're coming out from an establishment when it's closer to the ball drop, they also don't let those people leave. And they now let them join in to where we are. It was a shit show.
This also
Okay. It was, yeah. So now we have all these drunken theater people joining us in the mix for like the last 30 minutes, okay, of the experience. And this lady with her fur fucking coat, okay, was like, oh, I have to pee. It's so cold. I looked at my sister. I said, please restrain me from hitting this woman.
You were just inside where there was a bathroom. You should have thought about it.
I'm like, we've been out here since 3 o'clock. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So if anyone's thinking about going to see the ball drop at Times Square, make sure you register. So plan accordingly so that you could be like up in the front area. Or they also have like some of the restaurants and bars and clubs that are right there near where the ball drop. You can buy tickets to go to their parties. That's what I would do next time, now that I have adult money.
So like, oh, I'm going to go to the TG.
Correct. Like
Times Square.
So like we were in Bubba Gump, right? And they were announcing when they were doing the last checks, like the final rounds, they were saying, if you have your tickets to be in Bubba Gump, you may stay. If not, you have to pay and leave now. Yes. So had I known that, I would have been like, well, we should have bought tickets for Bubba Gump. We could have been eating seafood all night.
Eating seafood all night.
Could have been eating seafood, and then margaritas.
Well, I wonder how much is a ticket to like stay in the restaurant? Because then you also have to assume like you're buying a ticket to stay in the restaurant, but then you're also like buying stuff in the restaurant. So I feel like the ticket shouldn't be that expensive.
Well, I feel like also then they probably turn it into more like probably like a buffet style, I would think.
Phew. I mean, maybe
I would think that's what they would do. Bless you. That was like the cutest sneeze ever. Mine are so freaking violent. Like, yours are so cute.
Becky's are cute too.
Yeah, she's not cute. Me and my sister are just violent with our sneezes. We have a balance in our group. Becky texted us a lot.
God, I know. Yeah, I'm cold, so I moved the air.
Shut up! It's not that I'm cold. My eyeballs are cold. They can freeze to death for all I care.
I'm gonna keep sleeping.
No. Yeah. I'm like, we're almost already there.
Here.
That's exactly what she texted. We're going to the theater.
Okay, I can't do this. You do
yeah, I got it.
I was like, I can't. Excuse me, Monsieur Truck. I must get over.
Either in 8 minutes.
I forgot to make my coffee.
What coffee?
I always make a coffee before the theater show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I bring it with me.
I did not know that. How have I never noticed that?
I don't know. I always have my yellow cup. You think it's water?
I don't know.
You might have thought it.
I don't even think I've ever noticed a yellow cup. What am I doing?
I really always have a yellow cup. It's my yellow sunshine.
Guys, I'm losing it. I don't know what's going on. All right, well, I don't really have much left to say. That was an interesting on the way.
What was an interesting on the way? We talked about Arizona traffic.
We talked about New Year's Eve ball drop.
I mean,
That was a fun story.
that was a fun story.
It was nostalgic.
Friends, it's been a pleasure. We're almost to the theater. We'll probably do a recap, maybe not in the car, but on our next runway of how 6 was.
Yeah.
And we renewed our season tickets for next year, so we'll have more on the ways to bring you
Of all these amazing shows.
all the amazing shows.
All right. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.